His computer. Hi everyone. We're really sorry about everything. We had too many difficult problems, technical difficulties. But we managed to. So we decided at some point just let's change and jump into Zoom. And here we are. Hello, Lisa.
Hi. Yeah, I think it's on brand for the challenge we planned.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just just no stress. If something's not working, it's not working. Just do something else, something that seems easier. Maybe it's I'm chill about it.
It was a bit stressful for me because the thing is, it was my app not working, and I actually don't know what happened. But I mean, I don't know if I will manage to fix it, or I can never do lives again, or ever.
We will never know what happened, but yes, we can do something about it now.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the challenge. It came to us this idea like around a month ago, I will say. Uh, we were just chatting. I think we were just doing some not doodling, just like
Blind contours.
blind contours. I was working with my left hand. We were talking about this 100-day project, and it was like maybe we can do something, uh, like a challenge. And then we were talking about doing it in January, because that's where a lot of the challenges start. And then I think we thought maybe before. So we don't start with the hands cold, with a little bit the warm up hands for the New Year's. Uh, but the idea was to do something very chill, very relaxed, something that was not stressful for us. And that's where I think we disagreed a little bit, because the idea for me to have a challenge is very different to what Lisa has as a challenge. And for me, it's like I need to have a prompt, and Lisa is more like I need to be free. So it took us a little bit of time, and then we thought, let's just do one thing a day. And then we call it the thing a day. And that's the whole idea of the challenge. Uh, it, like you say, it's like an anti-challenge, uh, because there's no pressure to perform. Do you want to say something else? Did I miss something?
I just think that many people can get scared off if they hear challenge because most of the challenges are pretty intense, like 100 days challenge or Inktober or whatever, like World Watercolor Month. And so I kind of hesitate to call this one a challenge because it's more of a it's more of a trick
Yeah.
into like still making art even though December is a very busy month. And also like I personally by December I'm not functioning 100%, but I kind of still wanted to make art regularly, at least something, at least like the smallest thing, like the smallest swatch. Yeah, and this is like the spirit of the challenge. So it's not actually a challenge at all. It's just like a support, like a support group
Yeah,
of
exactly.
people just to make something all together, I guess.
I think it keeps you accountable of doing something. And I found that having like a calendar like this, it's a challenge for yourself to just, or a reward, I will say, just to put an X that you did one day. And I think just for me, the most important thing for today will be that everyone decides what they're going to do. Either they're going to go with the wind, or they're going to have some topic that they want to tackle on. What are you going to do, Lisa?
I'm kind of hesitant to have a specific topic, but because now I'm reading this book, I already mentioned it in some of my posts, I think so. It's by Bill Buchman. It's expressive figure drawing, and I like the fact that he has a lot of exercises that are doable, like in 5, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. So I think I will be like looking for inspiration from his book, but not necessarily only human figures or faces. Like today I have, I have three apples as my reference for today. So yeah, you can use these exercises for like any subject matter you want. So I just for me, like I want to be free, as you said, but I also need maybe some ideas not to spend too much time deciding on what I'm going to do. So I will
Yeah,
be inspired by the exercises from this book, but not necessarily only human figure, probably just like whatever I see, whatever inspires me on a specific day.
I think that was the idea behind making the workbook. Because for me, if I have to make a decision a day, it feels like a lot because it's about what should I do. There are so many possibilities of everything I could do that I sometimes just like I have decision paralysis. And I think the idea of the workbook is just to give one reference a day. I mean, you can use it in many different ways. You can do blind contour, you can do compositional exercises, you can do color palette exercises. Um, yeah, that's the idea, but it's not that everyone needs to follow the workbook. Everyone needs to not do anything specific, but whatever suits them best and whatever fits in their agenda. Because sometimes you just have in December mostly, you just have 5 minutes, or sometimes you just even have 2 minutes, but if you don't do it, or it happens at least to me, I start feeling bad if I don't do something because this is for myself, right? And the more I do it, the better I feel, but the less I do it, the worse I feel. So
Mhm.
I think, but, and that's the other thing, we should be a little bit like um, compassionate about ourselves, and that some days it's just not going to work, and that's also fine.
Yeah, of course. I think it's like the idea of the challenge is for me, I tend to get a bit rusty if I don't make art for several days in a row. So the challenge for me is just, to be accountable, as you said, like just to practice a bit and not get too rusty before the new year starts with all the plans and ideas. So yeah, it's basically about it.
So I actually wanted to talk about I have I know I made a book and it is really cool, but I actually want to do something else for this month. I'm going to work on volume, and it has been some time that I've been wanting to do that. And I already started in the morning, so I can show a little bit what I did if I find my sketchbook. Yeah. So I started with this little chicken hen from some toy from my son. And then what I did is to just take a red pencil, blue pencil, this one from this one. And then just sketch first the outside of it and then try to work a little bit on volume with the blue one. Once I finished that, which took me, I don't know, 7 minutes, then I went to a second part, which is the most difficult one, which I would say. It's don't look at the reference anymore, work from memory and try to replicate some of these references. So some of these exercises that I already did. And then I moved to another part, which was trying to figure out how it will look if I will position it in a different way. So for example, I painted this side, I painted this side, and I painted this side. But when I wanted to paint this side, I had to imagine how it would look. And this is something that I thought I will never do. I will never be able to do, but that's why it started uh, from very simple shapes. And so this is what I did before. And these are, you cannot see properly, but I will pop some images. These were some of the images that I did after, so from memory and from imagination. I don't think I will do this every day because this simple one took me like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So as long as I can do it, I will do it. And if not, I have some swatches to do because I want to do also some color palettes. But we will see. I'm not, I don't want to be very strict about this challenge, but I want to work consistently on my
Okay.
volume.
So your priority is volume,
My
but if it,
priority is volume. It's something like for me, art is like it's an itch that I have to scratch. And in this moment, the thing that it's calling me the most is volume. The other thing I had three books actually that I wanted to show in the live. And one of them is Rakugake. I don't know if there is an English version of this one. Probably yes, because I'm assuming this is someone who wrote it. Yeah, it's a Japanese one. So if it's in Spanish, for sure there is an English version of this. And it talks about different ways of drawing or like imagining drawing. I think it's about creativity. The other one that I like, but I haven't done, it's 100 exercises of drawing people. So, like you said, you have a book that has a lot of exercises, and then you just can decide each day which one to do. And the next one, which is kind of like part of what I'm doing with the volume, and it's transitioning to drawing from imagination and not relying only on references. I got this book from Bert Dodson. And is he has written another book that is Keys to Drawing. I think a lot of people know this. And it's about doodling and how doodles can take you to make something different or to increase your creativity. Yeah. So I think I'm not going to do any of these books at the moment, but these were all possibilities of what I thought like I could be doing in this month. But yeah, I'm more eager to start with volume. Um, that's
no, but
it.
also if you need like an additional idea, you can always reach for those books because you already have them.
Exactly. Or I can reach to the workbook, which is working on composition, working on my line
Swatches.
work, which is something I started doing some time ago because I do a lot of tentative lines and I want to be a little bit more confident when I'm working with a pencil or with a pen. So yeah, that's it. What you wanted to say something?
Uh, no, I just feel that you have like a lot of plans for December because my main plan for December is just to survive. So I think all strategies are good. Like if you have a specific goal like Sitla does, it's perfect, it works. If you just want you just want to push through, it also works. Like whatever works for you. I think it's a very,
Exactly.
very, very flexible challenge.
Yeah. I hope I will put a chat. We didn't get to draw today, but at least we got to talk a bit about the challenge. And I will try to pop the Zoom call um immediately so the people who wanted to join the live could join too.
Yeah,
And if
they
you
could.
want to both stay a little bit, I will stop the recordings and then we can talk a little bit. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for the um,
For the
difficulties, but
tech
here
tech
we are.
problems. Yeah.
Ciao.